to the kitchen show. Microphone's upside down. Who knows how that happened? Craig Francesco and I play every day a discrete set of music here in our kitchen in San Francisco, and we live stream it onto Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Instagram, you gotta stream vertically on it, so that's why it's like that. We gotta do it vertically, so we put it over there so it could fit in the frame, sort of. Craig Ventresco and I play every day at 8 p.m. That is Greenwich Mean Time -7 here in San Francisco, as we are in Pacific Daylight Savings Time this time of year. The day of the week, fuzzy, Mike. Fuzzy? Is that better? I just put it on noise canceling. See, it has a noise canceling setting. When I put it on noise canceling, it's still low. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's okay now? 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay now? 0. Better now. Is it like perfectly good? Sound is good now. Is it perfectly good? Alright, anyway. I was just telling who we are and what we do. I have to go somewhere tomorrow to do a project with another musician. So I'll be gone for a few days, but I'll announce it on our page. But Craig might stream without me on his page. We're just gonna, I'm not sure. You know, we'll figure that out. Anyway, yes, the sound is perfectly good. Thank you. That's very clear. Craig Ventresco and I play every day at 8 p.m. except Fridays and Sundays. And, thanks so much. The day of the week is Monday. I hope that's helpful to you. Lafayette, California reads you loud and clear on Instagram. Thank you so much for the report.
That was a medley of two old songs. Which ones were they, you might wonder? They were Save Your Money, John, and Thippin' Thider Through a Thraw.
Cool. Alright, I'm going to try to sing Sunbeam again. I don't know if I should do it. I shouldn't.
No, do it.
I should not do it, but I'm going to.
I think you should. You'll get it.
That's the spirit. Where the stream is a beam and a gleam dwelt a sweet Phoenician daughter, and upon the streets of water oft a young Italian sought her. To his love and his dove up above he would toss the flower he'd brought her. Then his guitar would twang as to his love he sang. My son each tiny ray drives my loneliness away. Just let your love light gleam, and life will brighter seem. For I am pining for your shining, shining, sweet sunbeam. Come to me, can't you see? Love's at he, my gondola waits for you, dear. Don't refuse, for if you do, dear, like the water I'll be blue, dear. Be my bride, and we'll glide like the tide to a sunny land anew, dear. And all the way along, our lives will be a song. My sunbeam, won't you shine and warm this heart of mine? For from your eyes each golden ray drives my loneliness away. Just let your love light gleam, and life will brighter seem. I am always pining for your shining, shining, sweet sunbeam. My sunbeam, won't you shine and warm this heart of mine? For from your eyes each tiny ray drives my loneliness away. And let your love light gleam, and life will brighter seem. I am always pining for my shining, shining, sweet sunbeam. My sunbeam, won't you shine and warm this heart of mine? For from your eyes each golden ray drives my loneliness away. Just let your love light gleam, and life will brighter seem. I'm always pining for my shining, shining, sweet sunbeam. My sunbeam, won't you shine and warm this heart of mine? For from your eyes each golden ray drives my loneliness away. Which let your love light gleam, and life will brighter seem. I am always pining for my shining, shining, sweet sunbeam. My sunbeam, won't you shine and warm this heart of mine? For from your eyes each golden ray drives my loneliness away. Cause your love light gleam, and life will brighter seem. I am always pining for my shining, shining, sweet sunbeam. There, I learned it.
Yeah, Meredith.
I mean, it was better than yesterday. I'll play it again, it'll be better. Timbuktu, Terry. What's that called?
That's called Karama.
Timbuktu for old time's sakes. That's so funny. Every time I think of that, you are making me laugh because you are requesting that in all capital letters because you remember when you got stuck on the screen. We've experimented with many ways to do this show, and I had there's really no way to stream in better quality without like getting. I think the bottleneck is in the YouTube app and the Facebook app itself, but without getting a very expensive GPU essentially. But we tried this thing. Whatever. We just tried this user interface for streaming that I didn't know how to use, and I accidentally pinned Terry's comment to the to the top of the screen, and it was hilarious. That was such a funny show. I hope I can still see that show. They're deleting all our shows. I think what I have to do is download them, but I don't have any space on my phone. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I do have to solve my problems. I have to remind myself what they are. Anyway, what the problems are, that is. Why the dearest days of my life were bandana days, all filled with turmoil, trouble, and strife. Dearest memories will live always in those dear old bandana days. The cane and cotton never forgotten, bandana days. And those quaint old bandana ways. When our dads were born, our dear mamas, they were sure some bashful people in those dear old bandana plays. Banjo strumming, they'd be humming bandana lays, and in the pale moonlight, they'd swing left and right in those dear old bandana days. Why the dearest days of my life, bandana days, though filled with turmoil, trouble, and strife. Dearest memories will live always, yeah, in those dear old bandana days. And if cotton never forgotten, bandana days, and those quaint old bandana lace. Well, dads were courting our dear mamas, they were sure some bashful pit, and in all their bandana plays, they'd be strumming bandana lays, and in the pale moonlight, they'd swing left and right in those dear old bandana days. In those dear old bandana days, cane and cotton never forgotten, bandana days, and those quaint old bandana ways. When our dads were courting our dear mamas, they were sure some bashful, and in all their bandana plays, they'd be humming bandana lays, and in the pale moonlight, they'd swing left and right in those dear old bandana days. In those dear old bandana days, and cotton never forgotten bandana days, and all the bandana ways. When our dads were courting our dear mamas, they were sure some bashful, and in all the bandana plays, banjo strumming, they'd be humming bandana Yeah. Bandana days. Once I found, maybe I won't tell this story, but it was really gross. But once I found a bandana in a free pile, and
You don't wanna hear
you
this
already
story.
don't want. It's so true. It is so emblematic of San Francisco.
Oh,
I'll just say
yeah.
that much. But I was like, I've never been so shocked and horrified in my life. I really wanted the bandana. I was like, oh, look, a bandana. And I took it in the house.
No good, huh?
It was no good.
Huh. I lost my train of thought. Let's see, what's a good song? Aisha. That's what they yell when you play that song.
Aisha. That's called Aisha?
Aisha.
Weird. be better if I'd leave her and forget her, and my friends agree it would be wise. But every time that I go out to dance with some other gal, I find myself dancing with tears in my eyes. No, it can't be so nice, yet so cruel and mean as my gal. What a gal, Josephine. Oh, the love bug bit and bit me good. I'm doing things I never should. Since I met my Josephine, sweetest gal I ever seen. She be so mean, or oh so nice. She can be so mean, or cold as ice, but my life won't be serene till I get that Josephine. Oh, there never was a gal I could love like I love my Josephine. She's a flirt, she's a scamp, she's the vampiest vamp that I've ever seen. Seems to me she's always flirting with fellas who are passing by. But when I think she winks, tells me she thinks there's a cinder in her eye. I believe it would be better if I'd leave her and forget her, and my friends agree it would be wise. But I can go out to dance with some other gal, I find myself dancing with tears in my eyes. No one can be so nice, and yet so cruel and mean as my gal. What a gal, Josephine. It's definitely not from 1899. It sounds like it's late 20s. When's it
Right.
from? Josephine?
Oh, yeah. Well, there is a song called Josephine from 1899, but that's not what that is. That song is. This Josephine's from, I think, the mid 30s. 1934 or something.
Don't tell
But don't say anything.
Don't tell anybody it's from 1934 though.
Mose Jackson said they made the silver dollars round so that we can roll along. And he made merry every night with woman, wine, and song. The other day I saw him coming down the street, no visible means of support but his feet. Asked him for a nickel just to get a bite to eat, and this is what he said to me. Broke, broke, absolutely broke. It sounds awful funny, but it ain't no joke when you're hungry and you're thirsty and you can't afford a Coke. B-R-O-K-E spells broke, 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 absolutely broke. It sounds awful funny, but it ain't no joke when you're hungry and you're thirsty and you can't afford a smoke. B-R-O-K-E spells broke. B-R-O-K-E spells broke. You all have heard some folks remark every dog must have his day. Well, I've been trying since I was born to get mine, but there ain't no way. They say to speculate your money and then you'll get some more. But I say that ain't nothing but talk. Those words I've heard before. The other day I had $11, and you know that's not so small. But I got mixed up in a big crap game, and right there I left it all. I'm just barely living, and that's all. A little bit is better than none at all. I accumulate some money now and then, but it don't last long, 'cause it's I had my fortune told to me by Madam Call. She said, you're just barely living, and that's all. A big fat prospector owned the I could dig right there. We started digging side by side, and to get rich I did prepare. That man said, I found some gold, my wealth is about to buzz. I dug down twice as deep as him, but the best I got was mud. I'm just barely living, that's all. A little bit is better than none at all. I accumulate some money now and then, but it don't last long, it's bound to end. I had no business digging in that mud at all, and I'm just barely living, that's all. My fortune told to meet my madam fall. She said, you're just barely living, that's all.
That was a medley, B-R-O-K-E, broke.
Uh-huh, and I'm just
Barely
living,
living,
that's all.
that's all. I'm just barely living, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Oh, I thought, no.
I hate to see the evening sun go down. I hate to see the evening sun go down. It makes me feel I'm on the last go round. Feeling tomorrow like I feel today. Feel tomorrow like I feel today. I'll pack my grip, make my getaway. Been to the gypsy to get my fortune told. Been to the gypsy to get my fortune told. 'Cause I'm most wild about my jelly roll. Gypsy done told me, don't you wear no black. Gypsy told me, don't you wear no black. Go on to St. Louis, get your good man back. Help me to Cairo, make St. Louis by myself. I'll get to Cairo, find my old friend there. Gonna pin myself close by his side. When my train pulls out, I sure will ride, ride, ride. Got the St. Louis blues, I'm as blue as I can be. That man's got a heart
perfect rag.
Is that what it is? Some people long for sunshine. No. Some people long for sunshine. Some people long for sunshine when it isn't around. And when it is, they just frown and turn their damper shades down. I'm like the rest of them. I wouldn't let the sunshine of my lifetime remain. And now I cry and sigh in vain, just to have her with me again. I had her on my hands, I got her off my hands, but I can't get her off of my mind. I haven't slept in a week. I'm sitting by the shadows, counting sheep. I never thought that I would sit around and cry, but now I'm the weeping sky. Nobody knows how my poor heart aches. I guess I'm paying for my past mistakes. I had her on my hands, I got her off my hands, but I can't get her off of my mind. Some people long for sunshine when it isn't around, but when it is, they just frown and turn their window shades down. I'm like the other kind. I didn't let the sunshine of my lifetime remain, but now I cry and sigh in vain, just to have her with me again. I had her on my hands, I got her off my hands, but I can't get her off of my mind. I haven't slept in a week. I'm sitting in the shadows, counting those sheep. I never thought that I would sit around and cry, but now I'm the weeping kind. Nobody knows how my poor heart aches. I guess I'm paying for those past mistakes. I had her on my hands, I got her off my hands, but I can't get her off of my mind. No, I can't get her off of my mind.
I'd like to say something. I can't really read the comments very well tonight. I noticed a request or two that went by. They will be played next show, I promise. I guess we're not going to be here for a few days because Meredith is going on her trip. But I'll miss you guys and I'll miss Meredith. I guess I'll clean the kitchen.
I should go on trips more often.
My Uncle Jack is what some people call a jolly tart, and and I should think that he was born beneath the lucky star. If all is true that he's been through, a wonder he must be. He's every inch a sailor and was born upon the sea. Jack is every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack is every inch a sailor, born upon the briny sea. On a stormy night it's my delight to drink a glass of grog, and then get Jack to spin a yarn before the burning log. And after you've been listening to all that he has said, you feel so frightened that you cannot go alone to bed. One night, said he, while out at sea there came a dreadful gale, which washed me overboard and I was swallowed by a whale. I lived there for 20 days just wandering about, and seized the whale by the tail and turned him inside out. Jack is every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack is every inch a sailor, born upon the briny sea. So if you wish to pass a pleasant hour or two away, just call and see old Uncle Jack, and I think that you will say he's every inch a sailor and as jolly as can be. For many years a whaler, quite a hero of the sea. Jack is every inch a sailor, 25 years a whaler. Jack is every inch a sailor, born upon the briny sea. There's a brand new gag called the hornpipe rag. If you think you'd like to chance it and you wanna try and dance it, take a tip from me, take a trip to sea. Get aboard a whaler till your arms around a sailor, and away you go, hollering to and fro with a wiggle waggle motion that's peculiar to the ocean. You can bill and coo like the fishes do, while the ship is playing ragtime too. Strike up the sailor's hornpipe rag, all hands on board with that musical gag. Wiggle with the giggle when you look into her eye, call her honey baby and you make her get wise. Then you love her, love her, love her just a bit, dance until she wants to throw a fit. Tell her you're a sailor boy and make her holler ship ahoy, 'cause that's the ever-lovin', the ever-ever-lovin', the ever-lovin' hornpipe rag. Sailor's hornpipe rag, all hands on board with that musical gag. Wiggle with a giggle when you look into her eye, you call her honey baby and you make her get wise. Then you love her, love her, love her just a bit, and dance until she wants to throw a fit. You put her arms around her boy and make her holler ship ahoy, 'cause that's the ever-lovin', the ever-ever-lovin', the ever-lovin' hornpipe rag. Do the hornpipe rag, it's a sailor's gag, it's a very funny feeling you'd be begin to get a feeling full of sympathy for a jamboree. And then you wanna do some singing and a little bucking winging when your baby mine hollers, ain't this fine? You remember what you're missing, start a hugging and a kissing from her fingertips to her ruby lips, and you'll make a lot of whales do flips if you strike up the sailor's hornpipe rag. All hands on board with that musical gag. Wiggle with a giggle when you look into your eyes. You call her honey baby, you make her get wise that you love her, love her, love her just a bit. Dance until she wants to throw a fit. Now you tell her you're a sailor boy and make her holler ship ahoy, 'cause that's the ever-lovin', the ever-ever-lovin', the ever-lovin' hornpipe rag. You love her, love her, love her just a bit. Dance until she wants to throw a fit. And you put your arms around her, boy, and make her holler ship ahoy, 'cause that's the ever-lovin', the ever-ever-lovin', the ever-lovin' hornpipe rag. Looks like we might be done.
That's the show. Thanks so much for having joined us. We're so glad you did. We love you.
Say a word about your... You will not be here tomorrow, correct?
No, I won't be. I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be driving. I'll just be leaving.
Will not be here,
I'll be
right?
leaving the house tomorrow. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're not. That's it.
We'll be back. Yeah.
What'll I do? I'll probably learn more songs while you're gone.
And
I
clean the
guess I'll
kitchen?
I'll probably mop the floor too.
Yay. That's really nice.
Well,
I'm
I'll
so
miss
glad
you
I don't have to
guys.
do anything. I love that you mop the floor. I think that's so sweet.
If you enjoyed the show tonight, and you enjoy watching our shows, don't forget on Facebook they're taking them down after 30 days, so watch them fast, and we will be back in a few days.
Yeah,
And
every
if
day
any
they
of
tell
you-
me they're deleting another one. Here's what I gotta do. I gotta download them on my phone and then put them up on YouTube. And I gotta do that. I really gotta do that. But the thing is, I have no space on my phone. And Apple has this scam where even though you pay for a monthly, you run out of space on your iPhone. Here's what it is: if you have an iPhone, not to reveal that I have an iPhone. I don't know if that's
I think you just did reveal that you have an iPhone.
whether or not
The big reveal is happening.
the big reveal. Okay, check it out. I do have an iPhone, and I don't recommend them. Here's why. Here's why. Because here's what it is. You run out of space, okay? Inevitably, one day you run out of space on your iPhone. Then you're like, oh my god. And then you resist.
Oh my god, I ran out of space.
That's what you say. That's what I said. And then when you run out of space, you resist for a long time. They prompt you to pay for cloud storage. So it's very hard to get files off the iPhone, okay? You can't just put them on your computer, of course, because they make sure of that. And you can't just dump them onto like an external like drive or SD card. They make sure of that. So it's like you can't so you run out of space, then finally you give up and you buy their external cloud storage, which I did because I was going on tour with Sierra and I wanted to have space on my phone to like take pictures. And once you buy the cloud storage, they don't allow you to offload your files onto cloud storage and delete them off of your device.
Those monsters.
Those monsters don't. I think they are monsters because they don't allow you to offload it. I mean, I'm like, what is cloud storage for?
It's
Okay,
not for
what is
you,
it for?
and it's not
You
for
can't.
you.
So
It's
what you can do is you get. Okay, wait, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, I can download them onto my computer. But what you can do is, so when you can offload, you can't like offload your files into iCloud. So iCloud storage will back up your files, and then it will permit you to have smaller files, that is compressed files on your device. So it will afford you some space, but not a lot, and then you run out of space again. If you delete any of your files off your device, they are also deleted from your iCloud storage. So iCloud storage, I'm like, what on earth am I buying iCloud storage for if I cannot just dump my files onto my iCloud storage drive and delete them off of my device? You can't, because your iCloud will always be synced with your device. So if you delete it off the device, it gets deleted off of iCloud storage. So that's what they're doing out there, and you best beware. I don't say I didn't warn you. I'm warning you now. It's bad. Anyway, thank you so much for having joined us. We love you. External hard drive off your iMac computer. Well, here's the thing. I don't have an iMac computer. Is the thing. Yeah, I've tried to get around this a number of ways. There's a very time-consuming way around it, which is that you can get an SD card reader that plugs into the lightning port of your iPhone, and you can drag files like one at a time, but there's no way to select many files like all your photos and videos. There's no way to do that. It's very time-consuming to move files from your phone onto an SD card. But anyway, like whatever. So anyhow, I'm thinking that if when I am forced by planned obsolescence to get a new phone, which I've been resisting for 5 years, I may get a phone with removable device storage. That's all. Oh, that is to say, I'm trying to download. Oh, that's to say I should download the Facebook shows. That's to say I should download them. They are deleting them every day. Every day they're like, your live stream from March 22nd will be deleted today or something. Every day they tell me they're deleting stuff.
Down in Alabama where the cotton grows lives a funny feller by the name of Mose. He hasn't anybody he can pick up on, so he picks on the grand piano. More night you find him picking rags. I don't mean the kind of rags you put in bags. He doesn't own a junk shop, just the same. He's a rag picker, some rag picker, picking rags all day. He bangs upon piano keys in search of raggy melodies. All day he's at the ivories, and while he dozes he composes. Mr. Moses makes an ordinary ditty sound so pretty like nobody can. Most any time of the day you'll find him a picking away. He's a rag picker, some rag picker, a ragtime picking man. Moses' father told me that upon the morn when his little piano playing boy was born, they didn't have a cradle they could rock him in, so he slept on the grand piano. In the months to come they're sitting on his knees, chewing on the highly polished piano keys. That very day his papa loudly cried, why he's a rag picker, some rag picker, picking rags all day, picking raggy rags. Why he bangs upon piano keys in search of raggy melodies. And all day he's at the ivories, and while he dozes he composes. Mr. Moses makes an ordinary ditty sound so pretty like nobody can. Most any time of the day you'll find him a picking away. He's a rag picker, while he dozes, he composes Mr. Moses. Most any time of the day, you'll find him a picking away. He's some rag picker, a ragtime picking man. Au revoir. If any of you enjoyed the music and feel like sending a tip to the band, we appreciate that lots. We'll miss you, and we will see you next week,
So
I
much.
guess.
If you
Goodbye.
send thanks for your ongoing support. Thank you for 5 years. We love you. And if you send a tip on PayPal, don't enable purchase protection because there ain't no purchase to protect. But thank you for your tips.